The idea for the editorial this month actually began back in our first issue, when Samuel Canaves pointed out the fact that analytical chemistry courses were starting to disappear from universities, only to be replaced by lower level courses that didn't offer anywhere near the same depth of knowledge. In the current issue, Peter Schoenmakers really talks about the results of that, which is a lack of analytical chemistry students and postgraduates available to him in his group and to industry in general. That links through to an article written by Oscar van den Brink, who works for Coast, and one of the arms of their organisation focuses on the issue of a lack of human resources. Now, looking at those three different articles, we realised that probably the root cause behind all of that was the low profile of analytical science itself. In fact, our CEO, Andy Davies, is very fond of saying that analytical science has the profile of a submarine, and it would appear that maybe is true. In the article I write in this issue, I talk about analytical science's invisibility, and that spans from perhaps other people in research, but through to the general public and then onto government. We feel it's an issue that we need to really seriously look at. How do we engage the next generation of analytical scientists? I think it's important because without a sort of a healthy group of analytical scientists coming through from university and working their way either on through academia or through industry, we're not going to see the sort of basic innovations within analytical technology that are needed to truly help analytical science progress. That's the issue for analytical science itself. But on the back of that, analytical science really is an enabling science in that its impact is felt within all other areas of research. Likewise, analytical science is an enabling science within industry, from pharma to food to petrochemical. If we don't advance analytical science, then that may well stifle research and innovation in other areas. Well, I think complaining won't really get us very far. I believe Coast really started out with a group of people in a room who were complaining about these issues. Unfortunately for them, they decided that actually they were the ones that needed to make the changes and come up with a solution. And I believe what Coast are doing, which is to pull together resources and pull together ideas to tackle these problems, is a blueprint that could be copied throughout the world. One of the benefits of Coast is that they are now large enough, and the seriousness of the issue has become big enough that they've attracted the attention of their government funding agencies, and certainly from what I can see, government funding is scarce in analytical science, and bringing together groups of people to bring about a focus on these concerns can only be a good thing. How can we make analytical science hot? Well, that's a good question. Well, one way is to tell people about it. I think there are many exciting things happening within analytical science. Probably the area where it fails is an inability to communicate that to a wider audience, and that's one of the reasons why we launched the Analytical Scientist. To share those stories with other industries, with other researchers, to try and boost the profile of analytical science. There's no shortage of hot topics that analytical science is involved in, and I think by simply communicating those with a wider audience, we can make it that hot topic and give it the profile it deserves.